Hey, what's going on, everybody? Byron Johnson, aka Trendsetter. Think about what I want to start calling myself. So today I wanted to make this video. My last video I talked about just the importance of before you join any military branch, just the importance of doing research and looking into your rates, looking into your jobs, whatever they call them, different rates. I know for the Navy it's rates. So. And the important thing with that is you just don't want to like jump into the military and just blindly choose what you're going to be doing. In the Navy they have a saying, choose your rate, choose your fate. So tread very softly and carefully on deciding what you want to be doing for the rest of your military career. So for example, for myself, I joined when I was a little bit older, so I knew where I stood. I knew my strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that. So I knew off the jump that I did not want to do anything very labor intensive. I knew I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to cut hair, stuff of that nature. So anything involving with guns and stuff, I was like, so like gunner's mates. So I'll start with the gunner's mates. Gunner's mates are for those who like to work with their hands, very hands-on. Gunner's mates, so of course it involves weapons, involves guns. I think it's an excellent rate for people who like to shoot, people who have hunted, going to gun ranges. I have a lot of buddies that from down south, they hunt, go out and hunt deer and stuff during different seasons and things of that nature. That would be the perfect rate for you if you want to go that route. I would say long hard hours, of course, but that's almost with every rate. These guys and girls, they get down nitty gritty. So definitely not for the faint-hearted. Let's see, another rate you have is quartermasters like myself. Should have saved the best for last, right? But I'm just kidding. Quartermasters, QM, actually they have different tasks and different responsibilities and different rates. So for the military, what I can speak for is basically navigation. Navigation, basically assisting the navigator, whenever he or she whenever we're actually going underway. We work a lot with charts. So what made me decide what the quartermaster was, I knew that I wanted to have hands-on and I wanted to work with computers and I wanted to kind of work outdoors because I'm a very outdoorsy person. So as a QM, I work on the bridge. It's one of the highest platforms working-wise on the ship. And I assist the navigator, and I just work with a pretty cool bunch of people. The quartermasters can be a little bit weird. You get a pretty weird batch of people in your division. I'm not the best at math, but it involves basic math. So if you're not a math guru, it's not that bad. We deal with a lot of documents, legal documents, deck logs. Penmanship, I just so happen to have pretty decent penmanship. So, and you'll learn that in boot camp. You'll have to basically write in the logs. So if your penmanship is crappy, they'll kind of ration that. But that's a different video all in itself. So quartermaster, you deal with deck logs. You'll deal with navigation, basic math, time, speed, distance. You'll deal with working on the bridge wings outdoors. And one thing I love about this rate is that you get to see the marine life out there. I've seen whales, I've seen jellyfish, I've seen dolphins, flying fish on a daily basis. When we do different exercises, you get to see bullets flying. Freaking, it's amazing. Just the smells, the sounds, like on doing different transits. I just remember going, I believe it was to Everett, Washington, and it was just beautiful. Like the greenery out there was like watching Braveheart all over again. You can tell I'm old, Braveheart. But anyway, yeah, it's good stuff. Just one of the main things about being a QM. And the work hours are pretty good. So a lot of people hate on QMs because we get off early, but there's a reason for that. We are out to sea going rate. So basically what that means is a lot of our work is done out at sea, and we're not that much labor intensive when it comes to like maintenance and equipment because we don't have that much stuff. So you definitely want to keep those things in mind. I know for my recruiter, I was like, which rate gets off there earlier? He was like QMs, OSs, and I believe there's another rate not coming back to me, but yeah, keep that in mind. Also, boatsmates. I love my boatsmates. It's cool. They basically help supervise deck seamen, and deck seamen is a rate of people that they really don't know what they want to do, so they kind of like choose this rate. It's called deck seamen. It kind of, what they say is that it gives you a wider range of different jobs, different rates in the Navy. And I would, for me, just a little bit of advice. I don't want to take too much away from recruiters, so I'm not going to say too much, but definitely do your research. With deck seamen, I would keep that as a last resort. Keep that as a last resort. They involve a lot of painting, a lot of grinding. These are the cats that basically they deal with they help navigate the ship. You know, with the helmsman, lee helm, master helmsman. Pretty sharp individuals, but the task can be pretty menial. I don't even know if that's the right word, but pretty painstaking. You know, frustrating as well. But it has its benefits because it teaches you different things. So when you strike your rate, you already know the deck seaman life, and you know your whatever your rate is. Hard workers, boatsmates, like the lifeblood of the ship. I have some really cool buddies, really good family members as boatsmates. Underway that we're working side by side, so we're very close. The QMs and the boatsmates are pretty close with each other. These guys are masters with knot tying. They're masters with just building the ship, from ship and painting, then with the anchor. Like these are strong-minded individuals. Very busy, very busy. But they're very proud of their rate. You got the CTs. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I don't want my videos to be too long, but you got the cryptos guys. They like to stay in gals. They have a like super secret clearance, so you rarely see these people. They're behind closed doors. They're doing like secret clearance, secret stuff, but it's more of a technical. So if you're kind of like a introvert, you know, like to stay to yourself and kind of be private, then that might be the rate for you. OS is a pretty cool. We have an OS QM rivalry. They always asking us for freaking the environmentals. They work inside CIC. These guys pretty another secret area. It's very cool. Like these are like the guys you see in the commercial. It's like dun, 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 dun. I know that face was ridiculous, but actually a pretty cool song. Makes you feel kind of proud. But yeah, so that's what the OSs, they do that. They get off pretty early too, because again they're at sea going rate. You have the CSs. Much love, much respect to the CSs. They're the cooks. They're lifeblood, making sure we're fed 3 square meals a day, if not more. You know, on the side. So if you love to cook, if that's your passion, go for it. Very rewarding. They have a pretty cool rotation. Duty master at arms. We don't really have a lot of them on a ship. They're more so a shore going. But if you want to kind of get into like the military police, policing traffic in and out of the base, carrying weapons on you at all times, then that's the rate for you. They never really go out to sea with us, except for like if it's like a chief, like an MAC. But other ships, probably carriers and stuff. I think I have a buddy in a carrier. What other rates do you have? Supply, really cool with the supply guys. They're involved in the ship store, the barbershop, vending machines, so inventory. These cats, they get hated on sometimes because they win a lot of awards because they're dealing with a lot of numbers. So these are the cats. They help you look squared away with the uniform. They make sure that you're fed the ship store, all the snacks, all the goodies. Supply, making orders and stuff in the vending machines. So these are the cats that you definitely want to link up with if you want to do that. If you have a passion for cutting hair, if you're good at it, you gotta have the actually make money on the side, promote yourself. Off the ship, if they want to go to another barbershop, kind of build up your clientele. Of course, without taking away from the Navy, of course, when you're underway. What else? That's some really good buddies in supply. Shout out to my buddy Dukes, Ronald Dukes. Who else? What other rates do we have? Everybody's probably gonna be like watching this. FCs, fire controlmen. These are the cats that are heavy with weaponry. If you like to shoot weapons, again, from gunner's mates, these guys work. I think they're a little bit more. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything on that. I can't really put it into words, but FC is another pretty cool rate. They deal with a lot of powerful weaponry. missiles and stuff of that nature. So if you're good with your hands and you want to get down with that, then cool. You have the DCs, engineers. Whoa. You got the GSEs, you got the GSMs, you got the ENs, the EMs, damage control men, which are the DCs. These cats, nitty gritty. If you enjoy firefighting, you want to be a fireman. If you gotta be tough. This is probably like, I give hats off to the engineers because they're doing a lot of drills. They learn how to fight different types of fire, different classes. They are very like subject matter experts. Like you're gonna really shine if you can really take these different rates and just tackle it. What else? So definitely do your research. I'm saying all this, but Google Navy rates, and I'm just talking for a cruiser, not so per se like destroyers or LPDs, LHDs, or amphibs, and carriers and stuff like that. So definitely do your research. Talk to people. I actually rented a military DVD before I joined, and did a lot of research. I went to Google. I think it was Yahoo Answers. Looked up, typed in questions. I talked to people that were veterans. I rented that DVD and watched it. Even though it was a lifestyle on a carrier, it kind of gave me the idea and the feel for how the military was going to be. And then even when I went to MEPS and I took my ASVAB, which I'll make a video on ASVAB, taking kind of some tips and to that nature to score pretty high. But I had a list. I had about a list of like 13 to 16 jobs, rates to choose from. And I took my time, even though I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. But I asked the individual at the MEPS office just to kind of give me a brief description. And they did that. But I was like, yep. So I kind of like just, when you make a list for yourself, based off your score that you get, and you already know the background of the rates, like some of the stuff that I just fed to you all, just to kind of give you a kickstart. And it kind of just helps you with the process of elimination. Because one of the worst things, like I said earlier, is just getting into something just blindly and just jumping in it without having any idea. So I understand, like when you talk and stuff, people kind of take like 20% of the things that you're saying from whatever you're talking about, especially if it's long. So just keep this stuff in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, like. If you want to subscribe, that'll help me out, help spread the word. Again, Trendsetter, that's going to be my new title. I'm going to work on the whole picture and putting the background and all this stuff and just kind of getting out here. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in, and have a wonderful weekend. Have an awesome time. All right, later.